Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
All good, all good. What about you?
I'm also good. That's great to know you're doing well. How was your day?
Day was good. Actually, just I came back from shopping. So
So it
yeah,
was a good day.
yeah.
Right. So, where do you usually like to go for shopping?
I live in Agra. My hometown
All
is
right.
Agra. So I go nearby market. It's the Sastipuram market.
Shastripura market. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a popular market? Do a lot of people go for shopping there?
Yeah, it's nearby. So mostly people prefer to go there.
All right. Okay. That's
So,
great.
but there are lots of market in Agra, cheap and best. But you have uh, to best in bargaining if you go there.
You have to be good at bargaining.
Yeah, you have to good at bargaining. But I am not good in bargaining, so I prefer like the fixed price shop.
All right. So you have a solution that you go to the shop, which anyway have fixed prices.
Right.
Okay. Does anybody who you know is good at bargaining?
My sister.
Family, your sister, great.
Yeah.
So you can take her along.
Actually, she always suggests that you can come with me if you want to purchase a cheap uh, in a cheap price or in a lower price.
Uh-huh.
But it is a little what can I say? I can't tolerate this type of thing. Like he said 500, she said 200, then
Right.
250, then 260.
I can understand that. I absolutely understand where you're coming from. Right.
Yeah,
So you can say I do not have I don't have a good tolerance capacity for haggling. Haggle means
haggling.
to bargain. It's a synonym
Okay,
for bargain. Haggle, Haggle.
haggling. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Mhm.
So, how often do you go for shopping?
We usually go within a month, but as this pandemic started, so we avoiding uh, to head out.
All right. Yes, I think that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Right. So what would you like to talk about today?
Anything, any topic. Actually, I didn't open that session documents,
Uh-huh.
so but I
All right.
can talk like I want to know what is the best way to improve my communication, or what
Mhm.
things should I to do in my daily routine to improve my communication skills.
Well, to start with, you're here at this platform. So that's definitely one thing which requires, that you continuously you speak with somebody. You
Yeah,
engage in speaking. So,
yeah, 15 minutes is not sufficient to practice actually. And if I go for further plan or extend the plan, it was too costly to common people.
no, I absolutely understand that. I think I probably can help you with a couple of suggestions.
Yeah,
Some exercises that you can do in addition to speaking here
yeah,
and having sessions. So see, the main part is that you speak as much as you can, right? For two
okay,
reasons. A, so that you become comfortable with the language yourself,
right.
right? Because sometimes you speak English and you feel a little awkward, right? That
And
can
what is the
happen.
best way? Like my community is not. I belong from the community where rarely people talk in English. So like my atmosphere is not to talk in English.
All right, okay. See, there are two things that you can do in that regard. First is that I suggest this very often to people, uh, install a voice recorder. Yeah, it suddenly
Okay,
slipped my mind. Install a voice recorder in your mobile phone and
okay.
spare some time, probably whenever you find time in your schedule to speak yourself
Mm-hmm.
on anything. Okay, for example,
Okay.
after having your dinner, you go out
Mm-hmm.
on terrace to walk. So while walking, start your voice recorder and just speak in English out loud. Record your voice basically.
Right.
Okay. Now suppose you're walking for half an hour, so you speak for half an hour, right? And you can speak whatever comes
Okay.
to your mind. That today my day was like this happened, or pick up a topic talk about it.
So I tried this type of things, but what happened? I speak 1 or 2 minutes, mostly 5 minutes, max to max 5 minutes. After that, the thought gone,
Goes
uh,
away.
goes away, and no word come into my mind.
No.
So
Yeah, that can happen. So okay, then give it a break. Then start speaking in Hindi if you know if Hindi is your language.
yeah,
What is your native language?
Hindi.
Hindi, right? So suppose
There
you
is a
spoke.
regional language. It's a Braj Bhasha.
So speak in the language that you speak in normally. Okay, like
Mhm.
basically your language, native
Okay.
language, regional language. So you speak for 5 minutes in English, then you're just out of words. Start speaking in your language. After 5 minutes, again come back to English, right?
Okay.
Because we always do have thoughts in our mind, right? We're
Right.
always speaking
Right.
to ourselves. We're never quiet.
In my thought,
So
speak in English for a 1 hour or 2 hour, but actually, it's yeah.
so just like put it out, give an output. What you're thinking in your mind, say it out loud. 5 6 minutes
Right.
English, and then you're out of words, then come to your language. Again, now go back to English. So keep doing that and record yourself so that you can see how you're speaking or if you're making any mistakes, right?
Okay.
Now there's another thing that you can do, which is, there are different apps. I cannot really recall any name right now, but there are so many apps. These are like chatting apps, like there are dating apps,
Yeah. Yeah.
Bumble and Tinder. Other than that, there are
Right. Right.
apps which where you talk to people, strangers, but like
Yeah.
normal
I have
conversations, right?
I have been using this type of application. It's a S speaking. So we can connect to any random people, and as soon as we get connect, we get the topic on what
Okay.
we have to speak.
Like, is it paid?
It's the 15 minutes free. After that, you have to take up a paid plan.
All right. See, that's different. What I'm talking about is that there are just normal apps. Like you don't have to pay for Bumble, right? The dating app.
Okay.
You simply just go, you talk to people there. So similarly, there
Mhm.
are platforms. I really cannot come up with any name, but I have a lot of
Mhm.
friends who just talk to
Yes.
strangers,
Yes.
chat with
Okay.
strangers. So again,
Mhm.
that is something you can do. Talk to strangers, speak with them. Like, and
Okay.
plus, additionally, you will get to meet different people and might click with somebody, meet
Mhm.
make new friends. So
Right.
these are the ways that you can speak in English or communicate in English other than Clapingo, right?
Okay.
So now one thing is that when you're speaking alone, who will correct you, right? Or when
Yeah.
you're
It's
speaking with
it's
the
a
person
man
who
issue
will correct
actually.
you,
Right.
right? So for that, you come here, I or any other speaker, we correct you. You note down the
Right.
mistakes, and then later on, you hear yourself. You listen to your recording, and you see, oh, I'm making this mistake, and this was also pointed out
Right.
in the session. So I need to work on it.
Yes. That's why I have started to upload my videos on YouTube, and as soon as I get time, I watch my previous videos and find out the mistakes.
Oh yeah, that is very important. It's very important to watch these videos. They're good for
Right.
revision. They're good for self
Also, I can
tracking.
measure our progress. So how
Exactly. It's
our
important to
progress.
track your progress. These videos are a great help in that way.
Right.
Other than that, you can listen to a podcast so that you can hear new words, new
Yeah.
ways of making a sentence. This would be sufficient enough. If you go on a further limb and do other things, then you would just get tired,
Yeah.
right? It'll kind of become a job to learn English then.
How many hours is sufficient for a beginners or a immediate intermediate speaker?
To speak in English,
Yeah.
I really do not know
To
if I can
improve.
put a number to it.
So like lots of people giving 4 or 5 hours, but I don't have so much time to spend on my communication because I am a
Mhm.
working guy. So I rarely or hardly get 1 hour or half an hour.
See, don't make it like uh, don't take it as a syllabus, you know,
Mhm.
or a course. This is just a language that you're learning. So
Right.
you learn it as a part of your life.
So it will take time, but gradually I will improve.
Yeah, gradually you'll improve. And I mean, you do speak pretty well enough to understand your mistakes, if there are any. Like in this session, you've made just two mistakes, and those two very small, right?
So
So
it's my, I think, 16 session. So yeah, I have improved actually. And
right,
thanks for
see,
clapping.
right. Thanks to Clapingo,
Yeah,
not
thanks to
for
clapping.
to. So
Okay.
I'm not one to, see this as such a strategic uh how do I strategic plan,
Mm-hmm.
to learn English, that speak it minimum for 2 hours. Just speak it whenever you find time, listen to it whenever you find time. So
Yes.
input and output in English is what works,
Right. And
right?
uh, reading is
Yeah,
important.
it is, but it doesn't work for everybody, because a lot of people don't enjoy reading.
Right. I am the same guy that I don't have the
You don't
interest in
enjoy it.
reading. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't push it on yourself. Otherwise, then you'll also turn aversive to English as a language itself.
I can listen. I can listen for a 1 hour, 2 hour, or if I have interest, I can listen for 3 or 4 hours. But I can't read for 15 minutes.
Exactly. So so that tells you there that you should, instead of reading a book, pick up a podcast of a
Yes.
topic of your interest, whichever topic interests
Mhm.
you. There's literally a podcast on every topic. So
Yeah.
do that instead. That will work for you. Make it a process that you also enjoy.
Right.
Right. Anything else that I can help you with? Any other question? Any other thought that you may have in your mind?
It's very helpful. It's sufficient, I think, to implement. So because getting lots of things is easy, but to implement these thoughts is more important.
Yes. And I think, these are things that you can inculcate in your life very easily. Suppose when you're taking break off work, are you working from home or traveling to office?
Currently, I am working from home.
Right. So suppose you take a break from work, or you're doing something light, put in your earplugs, listen to your podcast, right?
Yes.
And have a notepad by your side. If you suddenly hear a word or a sentence you really like, write it down quickly,
Mm-hmm.
right? Similarly, these sessions, revise them regularly. Plus, these are only 15-minute sessions, so your revision could be really
Yeah.
quick,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So if you listen to me say a word that you like, write it down. Try to use
Right.
it then. So these things enough would help you. Don't overburden yourself,
Yeah. So
right?
yeah, I'll implement all these things actually.
All right, then it was lovely talking to you. We've reached the end of the session.
Same here, Mansi.
All right then. Take care, and good night.
Bye. Yeah. Yeah. Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.